Hello everyone, today we'll be going over how Christians fit in the workplace and how to better communicate with them. Have you ever worked with Christians in a workplace and wanted to better communicate with them while also respecting them and their beliefs? Learning more about Christian background, values, and traditions will be greatly helpful in everyday communication with them. Christianity began around 30 to 50 AD and heavily influenced Renaissance art in the 1400s. Differences and persecution between opposing believers in Europe led to many coming to America to practice however they wanted in the 1600s and shaped what would become American society for well over 100 years. Christianity continues to be prevalent in American society, but its prevalence has begun to diminish in recent years. Christians make up about 63% of the total population in America. 70% of whites, 79% of African Americans, 34% of Asians, 77% of Latinos, and 64% of all other or mixed races identify as Christian in America, according to the Pew Research Center. Worldwide, about 31% of the total population identifies as Christian. Christians believe in one God who sent his only Son to die to save humanity from their sins. They value meeting with other believers to have fellowship with each other and to worship. Loving and caring for others and spreading God's word to them is very important to Christians, and they often serve their community by helping the poor, homeless, and the terminally ill. Some positive stereotypes for Christians are that they give generously to others, and that they care about the unfortunate, while some negative stereotypes would be that they are judgmental and hypocritical towards others, according to Brian Orm at Faithit.com, and that they are rude or hateful to those who do not share their beliefs. In my experience, it is oftentimes hard to tell who is or is not a Christian in many workplaces. This is usually because they do not act much differently than non-Christians, but they are modest, driven, and honest workers. Some verbal communication for Christians is that they communicate like most others would in a workplace setting. They may verbally communicate by speaking positively and encouraging positive outcomes for situations, according to the Way International. And also, they may affect tones of kindness and patience in their correspondence with others. Some nonverbal communication for Christians is that when they hold their hands either together or in groups, usually indicates that they are praying. Holding their hands off to their sides and pointed up to the sky usually indicates that they are worshiping God, though this does not happen very often in the workplace. In a church setting, they are known to clap their hands while singing and bowing their heads and closing their eyes while praying. Christians have a golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This saying comes from two Bible verses, Matthew 7:12 and the more well-known Luke 6:31. And this basically means to treat others how you would want to be treated. And this helps when communicating with Christians. Christians are very good team players, and they often work together to accomplish goals in a committee at their church. This experience is very helpful whenever the need for group projects arises in a workplace. Christians are good team players and will take the reins or follow instructions as needed. Some Christian traditions in the workplace are that most Christians start celebrating Easter about 4 weeks before Easter Sunday. and they usually get 1 to 2 days off the week of Easter along with non-Christians. Christmas celebrations span the whole month of December, and normally they get the week of Christmas and New Year's off of work, same as everybody else. Now, different denominations celebrate different holidays, but most or all celebrate Easter and Christmas. So to conclude, Christians are not that much different, at least in the workplace, than non-Christians. They can work effectively with others in a workplace, and their beliefs, values, and traditions should be respected like anybody else's. They should be treated like everyone else is, with kindness and respect.